This is the story of a lovable giant named Frankie, a dog who somehow managed to turn a 5-minute stop into a friendship that has lasted for years. To most people, a mail truck is just another vehicle driving through the neighborhood. To Frankie, it means something completely different. It means someone he truly cares about is only moments away from saying hello. Every friendship has a beginning, and theirs started in the simplest way possible. When Frankie was still a young puppy, Shawn visited our house almost every weekday while delivering the mail. She never rushed past him like many people would. Instead, she'd stop for a few moments, smile, call him by his name, and give him the attention every curious puppy hopes for. At the time, it seemed like nothing more than a kind gesture, but Frankie never forgot it. From then on, Shawn became someone he looked forward to seeing every single day. As Frankie grew, one thing never changed. Every morning, he seemed to know exactly when it was almost time for Shawn to arrive. He'd finish breakfast, wander through the house for a little while, and then quietly make his way toward the front gate. He wasn't restless or impatient. He simply sat there, calmly watching the road as though he knew that if he waited long enough, his favorite visitor would appear. The moment Shawn's mail truck turned onto our street, Frankie's calmness disappeared. His tail began wagging so hard that it looked like his whole body was moving. He'd hurry to the fence, stretching his head forward with excitement, waiting for Shawn to walk over. Watching a dog that weighed nearly 180 pounds act with the enthusiasm of a tiny puppy was something that never failed to make people smile. Shawn always greeted him before doing anything else. Even on the busiest mornings, she'd spend a little time rubbing his head, scratching behind his ears, and talking to him as though they had been lifelong friends. Frankie stood there soaking up every second of attention, completely focused on the person standing in front of him. For those few minutes, nothing else in the world seemed to exist. What makes their friendship so special is how natural it feels. There are no treats needed to make Frankie happy. He isn't waiting for a toy or expecting a reward. Simply hearing Shawn's voice and feeling her gentle pats is enough to make his entire day. In return, Shawn always leaves our house smiling because she knows someone is genuinely excited to see her, no matter how difficult the rest of her route might be. Of course, there are mornings when the schedule doesn't go as planned. Traffic, bad weather, or extra deliveries sometimes make Shawn arrive later than usual. Frankie never gives up. He'll continue watching the road, lifting his head every time he hears an engine, convinced that the next truck will finally be hers. That quiet patience says more about his loyalty than words ever could. Sundays are the only mornings that disappoint him. He still walks to the gate out of habit and waits for a while, expecting to see the familiar white truck pull into the neighborhood. Eventually, he realizes nobody is coming and slowly heads back inside. By the following morning, though, he's right back in his usual place, waiting with exactly the same hope and excitement as always. Looking at Frankie and Shawn today, it's hard to remember a time when they didn't know each other. Their friendship has become part of our family's daily routine. It reminds me that meaningful relationships don't always begin with extraordinary events. Sometimes they're built through small moments, repeated over and over, until they become impossible to imagine life without. If Frankie's wonderful friendship with Shawn made you smile, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring animal stories. The greatest friendships often begin with the simplest hello and grow stronger with every passing day.